Good evening, Rusky enjoyers. Hope you're alright, 'cause it's time for the abnormal barders. Today we have quite a lot of skins to chase after. We have the Sinotype Meds large box. We have the Popstar garage door, high quality metal ice pick, neon pies fridge. We also happen to have Stump Box, and we have a certain AK-47 right here. We had a little copyright issue with this After Death AK-47, didn't we? Oh yes, we did. There's going to be quite a lot of yapping in regards to that. In fact, it's got to the point where I feel like I might need to have a very special video dedicated to talking about it. But let's hop back over to here and quickly, sit here and say, some of you probably don't know what abnormals are. It might be a completely new concept to you. And if you'd like to learn a bit more about them, understand what on earth are abnormals, what are regular skins, look in the description right now, and you'll see at the very top there are two videos provided. The first video is a 60-second short video which quickly showcased to you that abnormals, they become marketable at an earlier time before the roster even rotates. And we know exactly when that's going to happen. And so, we'll figure out prices beforehand, and then when the abnormal skins become marketable, we'll race to put those barders down, and then afterwards, we'll look and see how many barders each skin has, we'll see how high the price goes, and we'll question, do we actually want to jump in and invest into those skins? Because if the prices got quite high, it looks as if the skin's actually going to retain its value. Looks pretty interesting then, doesn't it? Oh yes. So, okay, fair enough, we got the idea. And regular skins, they're skins that will only become marketable when the roster rotates tomorrow. So, now that you are aware of that, we need to sit down and figure out what prices to offer. And I think I need to talk about that AK-47 first. So, let's hop to it. After Death AK-47 was only available for 2 hours. There was some sort of issue. Now, I'm hearing words saying that apparently the skulls were used from a non-commercial license or something. I'm hearing people saying, oh my goodness, it's the rarest AK-47 in the game. Proof. So let's just get all the facts out. 2 hours on the Steam Rust store. It did 1,717 subscribers. Now let's just remind everybody what subscriber count is. Subscriber count refers to the individuals that have bought the skin. So I can confirm to you, 1,717 individual people bought the skin. We just don't know how many they bought each. Now in most cases, the vast majority just bought one for themselves. But I wouldn't be surprised if some people probably bought multiples. I also really wouldn't be surprised if we probably have close to around 2,000 of these at least, actually purchased. Is 2,000 the lowest we have ever seen? Well, I'm having doubts. And so, this is where I've gone on SCMM.app to do a little bit of exploring. So what I did was I looked up all the AK-47s, and I looked by lowest subscriber count. I've looked around, and I've actually found some skins that have certain qualities to them that would basically ensure that there's most likely less of these compared to the After Death AK-47. This is going to help us identify what prices we might want to offer. So, first up, here I have the Smolder AK-47. This has 1,116 subscribers. This is not loot crate droppable. There is no tag here pointing it out. It has no crate tag. So basically, you can't get this in a weapon barrel. I don't know how many there are actually out there, but I am aware of the subscriber count. I could probably sit here and say, you know what, there's probably a good 2,000 of these in circulation. But right now, there's only 39 visible that you could probably grab from the likes of third-party sites and whatnot. I could confirm to you that it's only $7.45 on the Steam market. Huh. So that had less subscribers compared to the After Death AK-47, and it sits here at $7.45. Now, if the After Death AK-47 sold for, After Death AK-47 sold for $7.50, that'd still be a nice profit. But it wouldn't be $100. It wouldn't be $1,000. It wouldn't be like the Neon Dragon Garage Door, would it? No. It's not the rarest skin. That right there, it does look as if it is rarer compared to the After Death AK-47. Just to repeat, you cannot get that in a weapon barrel, much like the After Death AK-47. Now we're going to go over to here. We have the Brass Lion AK-47. This has 784 subscribers. This has 1,000 less almost compared to the After Death AK-47. And apparently you can only see 17 of these. Okay. And over to here, I can confirm to you, it's now selling, or rather it's listed at $12 on the Steam market. With barders going up to about $7. Does that look as if it's $100? Isn't that supposed to be rare? And yep, just to confirm to you, there is no loot crate tag. It is no crate. Huh. Now, I saved this one for last because it's also the most expensive. We have the AK Royale. Now, this has 1,073 subscribers, but this sells for $30 in the Steam market. That's also gold, right? So that's also like an interesting design, because a lot of people are like, oh, the After Death AK-47 is all nice and shiny and golden. Oh, gosh, sure, it's going to go up in price. I honestly am under the impression that a lot of people are just going to try and big up the After Death to just force it to be rare or force it to be valuable. That is the impression I'm getting. That's a perfectly fine looking AK. That's also not loot crate droppable. You cannot get that in a weapon barrel anymore. There's only, what, probably at best, maybe 2,000 of these. So I feel like I got the point across. Yeah, there's a possibility that our brand new After Death AK-47 might go up to a certain interesting price. I just don't even think it's going to go up to 50. I don't even think it's going to be going up to 100. I don't think it's worth those prices, to be honest with you. So it's not the rarest. There are other rarer, technically speaking, rarer skins out there, and they're not even that expensive. Now that I point this out, chances are people are going to probably go ahead and buy these, because typical, but I think we've established a point. So go back over to here, looking at this AK, what price are we going to offer now? Well, for sure, I'll sit here and say you can offer at least $3. Yeah. But if it ends up like brass line and smolder, okay, maybe it ends up maybe around $10. So what bar are you going to consider? I'm going to sit here and say this. Having sat in this position before, you know, so as much as I would sit here and say and talk about what I believe would happen to the AK after the first 24 hours of sales, but we only got 2, blah, blah, blah. I've sat here and I've seen a skin in the Rust store for only 50 minutes in the Rust store, and that did 1,000 subscribers. It wasn't even the rarest garage door, and yet still, what price does it sell for now? Let's hop back over and remind ourselves that the Neon Dragon garage door sells for $450. It was 500, but yeah, barders are still 422 and whatnot, but you get the idea. That's not even the rarest garage door, and yet that's listed at that price. But I can't help but assume people have just bought it out, bigged it up. The notoriety of the copyright, all that. Is it actually worth that price? Debatable. But I think people are just buying it for these ridiculous prices for the sake of the fact that it appears to be this value. It's valuable for the sake of being valuable. Okay, fair enough. But is that going to happen to the After Death? I kind of wouldn't be surprised if we see a little bit of pumping. But I don't know if it's going to end up exactly like that. I really don't think that's going to happen. But I have been surprised before with this happening. So just to repeat, like all the way back when this like first initially came out, it was going down in price. This was initially going down in price. But then from here, it just keeps going up and up and up and up and up and up. And a lot of people are going to sit here and say, oh, but China likes it. And certain gambling sites like it. And okay, sure, whatever. But is it actually worth this price? Well, people are buying it, so okay. But are they buying it because they think it's worth this price? do you see what I mean? It's a bit weird, but yeah. So I've had a big discussion about that in the past if you want to learn more about that. But yeah, this is an odd spot that we're in. So based on the little bit of research that we did, do you still think this is going to go up to like 100? Or do you reckon it's just going to settle at around 10? I think it's going to settle around 10. So I think I'm just going to offer $3 and then maybe I could do $6. I think personally I'm just going to do $3 to $5. All right? Yeah, sure it's going to go above its Rust store price, sure. But how many of these are actually going to see? Like, do you reckon one person bought 100? I don't know. But we'll find out, won't we? So we'll see what happens next. But I hope I've opened your eyes a little bit more just by looking around and looking at the previous skins from the past and whatnot. So, cool. We'll leave it at that. So now let's talk about Sinotype Med's large box. So I should point out another collection continuation has appeared on the workshop, which you can see right here, components. And I should also point out that Meds has slowed down with its sales. So back over to here, looking at the Saturday, the 48-hour analysis. Initially, I thought the Meds large box was going to probably go all the way up to 40,000 plus subscribers. It had a lot of momentum initially. It looks like lots of people jumped in early and it slowed down now. Now, chances are some people are going to probably wait till the last second to buy a bunch. But I can confirm to you that has slowed down and it's only just about 35,000 subscribers now, aka about 1,000 less compared to the previous week's ammo large box. Oh, okay then. That is interesting. Yeah, but just to point that out, 36,254 subscribers, whilst this is just about reaching 35,000 subscribers. Over the course of the next 20 hours, yeah, that might get another 1,000 subscribers and whatnot. Wouldn't be too surprising, but it does look like all the Sinotypes are going to probably end up between 30 to 40,000 subscribers, which is fine. Still quite a lot. It might take a while for it to really go up in price, and judging by how the ammo box is currently behaving with its price, I think firearms is the only one that's going to be up to a pretty decent price for the foreseeable future, especially as we go through the likes of September, October, November. But yeah, quite a lot of people have been listing theirs at certain amounts, ridiculous quantities. I'm still in a position of, I think I just want to wait it out until January time, January 2026, post-Christmas. We'll see how that goes. But in regards to what we're going to sit here and say for the meds, I mean, I think I'm just going to pretty much say what I've said with the previous skins. I'm probably going to do like $1.80 and $2.20. What did I say before? $1.70, $2.20? Yeah, I feel that's fine. I feel like that's fine. Will these ever dip below the Rustle price? Probably, or just sit around evens. But as time goes on, I wouldn't be surprised if they slowly and gradually keep going up in price. That is the expectation. Now, how far will we go in regards to how many acceptances we'll have? Don't fully know. I'm hoping for at least 10. Hoping we go all the way up to 18. But we'll see what Face Punch allows. Keep an eye on the workshop, see what Mr. Odyssey produces next. But of course, he's going to keep continuing doing this. All right? Clothes, armor, fuel, car parts, all that. You know, that'll probably be a good one. You should start commenting for what you'd like to see next. I reckon he should do food, but it should be a fridge, which would make sense. Previously, we've seen a food box, but now that things have changed with fridges and refrigeration, he should probably consider doing a Sinotype fridge for food. So we'll see how that goes. It's up to him, but yeah, it's slowly building up. He will commit to it. Do you reckon he's going to turn down the opportunity to make a whole lot of money every week? Come on now. So anyway, Face Punch, of course, are the ones that decide at the end of the day, but we're 3 in a row at the moment. It really does look like we're committing to this. So, cool. Can't complain, hopefully. $1.70 to $2.20 for that. Popstar Garage Door. We do have a collection continuation that appeared this past weekend. I was kind of hoping for a different girl, but he stuck with the same girl. I guess it's a lot more easier to just put her, that image, and then put it on several different things and whatnot. Okay, that's fine. If that doesn't get accepted at R3, I would like to see a different girl. Now, you do have the weird little gremlin thing on the on the door handle as well. I've actually got a short video of this. But anyway, there is a very strong possibility we could have an anime girl deplorable collection. And you will sit there and say, okay, but I don't like anime. Well, you don't, but weebs do. And now we'll question, do weebs have spare money? I think so. I'm still in the position of I can't help but assume this is going to probably perform better compared to most other garage doors. But I could still see this drop in below its Rustle price at some point. And that might only be about negative 5%. Something like that. It has sold quite a fair bit though. 26,000 subscribers. But it's anime. Oh, here we go. I don't like anime. Sure you do. Alright. Anyway, if we do see if the skin creator committing to do more deplorables and whatnot, and every now and then he's always making another Popstar skin, I think it will perform better. I honestly do. But I'm probably going to sit here and say $1.50 to $2.20. I could see it slip a bit, but I won't be surprised as time goes on. It probably is appreciated. Now, just to repeat, garage doors this year, how's that currently looking? The majority's not holding up very nicely. Oh, great, SMM decided to do that. Well, let's just quickly refresh. I'll be back up to normal in a bit. But yeah, garage doors in general, they have not been performing very, very, very nicely. It's been quite awkward, yes. Like this. We might have to skip ahead. So, down 43, down 53, down 35, down 49, down 35, down 59, down 56, down 52. Point made, yes. In fact, the only skin that's currently actually holding up quite nicely is the Mr. Tree Garage Door. Neon Lunar Serpent was slightly above. It's now slightly below. That was also another one that was doing quite alright. But all of these have gone down pretty bad. I know we had the Snake Lady for Lunar New Year. She's been recovering, but she's still down a fair bit. Still a fair bit awkward. But you know what? I think it will fare better. Now, also, that did 26,000 subscribers. That did 33,000 subscribers. Just saying. Also, we did have the Witch Garage Door. But that was also like a whole AI type of situation. But it also did 43,000 subscribers, and it's currently up by almost double in price. I think a lot of people do appreciate anime. So I'm definitely rolling with the idea that that's going to probably work out quite all right. But I think I want to stick with a $1.70 to $2.20 buy order. Yeah, it might slip during the course of September, October, November. But then after that, post-Christmas and all that, yep. Shut up, Antonomy. Don't go right now. So, cool. If you're not feeling that confident, offer less. If you're feeling really confident, offer more. That's what I'll be offering. And I think that's okay. I wouldn't be too upset with the suggestion and following with that. So, cool. High quality metal ice pick. So we had 3 ice pick skins in a row over the course of 3 weeks. And I'm not sure if that's going to continue anymore because I have not been seeing that many being submitted as of recent. As we now turn into August 2025, I can confirm to you the next item that's being focused that hasn't been getting that many skins over the past few years is a wooden double door. Chat, if you are fully well aware, wooden double door is next. We're going to start seeing a lot more of them being produced and potentially being accepted. Yeah, just after the charity skin. But anyway, I'm not sure if we're going to be seeing ice picks being made frequently from now on. Maybe it might be appearing a lot more every now and then. Like we'll probably see like 1 or 2 every month. That's like a lot more than what was happening before. But are we ever going to see anything that compares to these 3? Is there anything new that's going to cause problems for these? Because the fact that these appeared in a row did cause issues amongst them. That went down in price immediately when this appeared. This appearing definitely kind of put a wedge in the gears, and it slowed it down because that was looking like it's going to work out very, very nicely. I personally just don't see people caring too much about this one. I'm sorry to say, but it's just not that interesting. High Quality Metal is a collection that has got quite a lot of skins in total, but not like a full proper collection. I just don't see people going super wild for it forever. I just don't see it maintaining that price, and I wouldn't be surprised if it ends up similar in terms of how the Impact Protocol Savage Ice Pick has performed, aka down by 40%. So if that's going to go down by 40%, so you're going to sit there and say it's going to probably end up at $1.20? Yeah. So for that, I'll probably suggest 70 cents to $1. Yeah, that seems about right. 70 cents to $1. But if we don't see another ice pick skin being accepted for a very long time again, that very likely will just slowly go up in price due to a sheer lack of competition. Alright, we'll see. Let's not rule out the Rust Door tomorrow. You might see another one, and I won't be surprised. There was more submitted the previous week, so okay. Neon Pies Fridge. So, there is the very strong possibility you might see the berries fridge tomorrow. Let's not be surprised by that. For the past 3 weeks, we've seen 3 in a row, but will we ever see berries? I don't know. I don't know. But I also wouldn't be surprised. Come on. But Face Punch has basically neglected certain neon skins in the past. Like right now, we kind of still need to see neon small cards box and the berries small box as well. Yeah. But Face Punch didn't accept them. We have an incomplete collection. Now, berry small box could probably be pushed aside for the berries fridge, understandable. But we never got the cards box. We didn't get all the garage doors either. However, based on what we've seen recently, what with the consecutive Sinotypes and the consecutive neon fridges, I really wouldn't be surprised. Now, let's talk about the behaviour we've seen for the past 3 weeks. With each new fridge being accepted, the previous ones bounced up in price ever so nice. So we saw the veggies fridge appear. This one all the way up to about $5 at one point. We saw the pies fridge appear. This went all the way up to $4 at one point. But do notice, this is now down at $4, and this is now down at $3. Still in the positive, but is that going to last forever? Debatable. And then, I'm still expecting more fridges. I'm still expecting more, and the amount of fridges we've had so far as well, take that into consideration. It is getting a bit silly, also considering the brand new free fancy ob fridge that we're currently getting for free at the moment. The nice aquarium and all that. I mean, are people feeling the need to keep wanting to buy new fridges? Farmers can only farm so much, right? Anyway, I think we'll just probably do like $1.20 to $1.70 for that one. But do be careful as we go through the September, October, November time. Keep an eye on that price. I'm a bit hesitant how low it could potentially go, but it does look like people are appreciating this full mini collection of neon fridges, so maybe it won't be so bad. Again, if you're feeling more confident, offer more. If not, offer less. Choice is up to you. Stump Box, I will confirm to you, we have seen a collection continuation. I was sitting here saying, could we even see one? Is there anything that resembles the shape of the stump? Yeah, turns out, bucket helmet. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. Fair enough. I was actually incredibly impressed with that, so props to Mr. Wagan. Would the bucket helmet cause that to go up in demand and price and all that? No, I don't think so. No. Small boxes in general, they currently look like this. Well, 2 of them are doing quite all right. Yeah, 2 out of how much? And we just got the fancy small box with the chicken inside, the microwave. Pretty goofy. Glows in the dark and all that. Well, that don't glow. You could probably use it as a decoration. Okay, maybe. But how many people are going to care enough to buy that and use it that way? Yeah. So looking at the amount of sales that did as well, that actually sold less than what I was expecting. I thought it was going to do between 7,000 to 8,000 subscribers. And yet it sits there with only 6,300. So it's undersold and I still don't feel that confident in it. That's just my opinion with some small boxes this year. I just have little faith. So, yeah. But keep an eye out. We could still be seeing some more submissions of collection continuations. Wagan's got to be very creative, but I think he could pull it off. We'll see. Let's now talk about the regular skins. The skins that only become marketable when the roster rotates tomorrow. Island Assault hoodie and pants. Woof. Okay, here we go. So, that right there has sold quite a lot. Yes, it has. Tier 3, just under 20,000 subscribers. Gloves, 18,000 subscribers. Boots, just over 20,000 subscribers. Both of these comfortably over 25,000 subscribers each. That is 25,400 and this is 26,200. Oh dear. However, if the collection remains in demand, if we do see tier 2 as well, I think that's still going to be alright. I still think that's going to be pretty okay. But a lot of people jumped in and bought some, haven't they? They clearly thought, oh, I could do a quick flip profit and whatnot. Could this end up like the Black Diamond hoodie and pants, where based on the fact that the collection was still in demand and people appreciated it and whatnot, so let's go over to here. The hoodie and pants still worked out quite nicely, even though they did like 5,000 subscribers more compared to the other core pieces. So just to remind you, these 2 pieces, 18 to 20,000 subscribers. Tier 2, 18 to 20,000 subscribers. But these 2 here, 26,400 subscribers each. 6,000 more compared to what we see here, and yet still perfectly in the positive. So as long as Island Assault remains in demand and people appreciate it, want it, crave it, desire it, it's looking like it still could hold up. So what are your thoughts? Do you think Island Assault will be doing that? Or do you reckon far too many people have invested into it with the hopes that it's just going to easily work out? Look at what happened to the ammo box in the previous week, and yeah. At one point I saw 200 listings at like $2.90. How many of these are you going to see being listed at $1? How many of them are you going to be seeing listed below $1 eventually? September, October, November. So I'm looking at these, I'm questioning it, I'm thinking about it, and you know what? I think I'm just going to probably do like 70 cents to 80 cents for these. I could see them drop off, but I'm also in the position of that I'm expecting tier 2 still. I know the skin creator intends to make a backpack and a jacket at some point as well, but when's that going to happen? Because he didn't do it the past weekend. He's taking a bit of a break at the moment. If I could just quickly show you this. There you go. Nothing new. So, interesting. So, 70 cents to 80 cents. You might see quite a lot of these on the Steam market. But again, so as long as they stay in demand, it can work out nicely. And a very good example of this would be Blackout Burlap. We've said this before. Blackout Burlap, that did what, like 66,000 subscribers each, selling at 99 cents each. And yet, as we see here, $1.54 and $1.86. Yes, it sold an absolutely absurd amount, but it was very in demand. And as time went on, it kept the demand. And as time went on, it gradually did go up in price. And as you can see over here, it's been improving here as well. So, point made, I hope. So as long as the skin remains in demand, it can improve, even if it's done ridiculous amount of sales. So, okay, cool. It's in your hands, though, for the decision, right? I don't choose for you. I just simply point out the interesting bits. Most notably with this Pirate Boots here. Pirate Boots have sold significantly less compared to the rest of its collection. Oh, yes, indeed it has. So just to remind all of you, Pirate Collection came out 2 years ago, and it's been doing a very good job of staying relevant and in demand. As you can see here, the primitive stuff is doing beautiful. But the tier 3, the hoodie and pants, the tier 2, on average, that did 40 to 50,000 subscribers each. The Roadstone gloves came at a later time, 30,000 subscribers. 2 years later, we get the boots. The boots have done 12,554 subscribers. What? What? Yeah, point made. Yeah, that sold a ridiculously low amount compared to the rest of the set. That very likely will be the dark horse investment. If the whole collection's been appreciated for the past 2 years as a nice budget, affordable alternative blackout option, what do you reckon's going to happen to these boots? I'm in a position of I think that's going to work out quite all right. Now, we had this kind of a similar position last week where we had the chameleon boots, and they sold the least compared to the rest of its collection, which you can see here. So, like, that did 13,000 subscribers. The hoodie pants did about 9,000. The tier 2 did about 11,000. The gloves were the lowest selling at 8,200. But the boots last week, that went even lower, 7,500 subscribers. And right now, apparently, it's sitting here at $2.15 in the positive. Now, it's sold how many in the past 24 hours? I actually can't tell. That's a bit of a surprise. But yeah, there's not that many listings. The bar is only going so much. I can't tell you if it's actually selling a lot. It's also only been marketable for a week, so maybe we can't properly judge that. But I can confirm to you, Pirate Collection is always usually selling quite a lot. It's always doing a very good job getting some sales in. So what do you reckon then? Do you feel confident after hearing those words? I think for the Pirate Boots, I'm going to do 75 cents to 85 cents. I'll see how it goes, but I'm pretty much under the impression it's going to be doing quite all right. So, all right, cool. Fair enough. Lovely. So, that is that. Now, what is the expectation for tomorrow? Well, I'm going to sit here and say this. I think we might be having another early rush store. So I could just go to the collections real quickly. I can confirm to you that we had a lovely, interesting batch of skins being submitted. Yes, yes, yes. But we didn't get that many collection continuations. You see, with the August Force White, which is not tomorrow, we have 5 rush stores this month. A lot of skin creators made aviator, pilot, airplane theme skins. So there's a lack of collection continuations in the newest batch of skins. So we even saw Frog, Tiger. But yeah, we only saw like a handful. Lots and lots of airplane theme skins being made. Now, let me tell you, they do look cool. We've had some very interesting clothing and armor pieces being made, which I can showcase to you. Like earlier today, I put up a short video showcasing this hoodie and pants. Wingman. That looks nice. That looks cool. I think Himmick's done a fantastic job with that. But that's all because we're getting the Pilot Hazmat DLC with the August Force White. And that's it, really. Whilst we also happen to have the brand new menu, that's it. Not a massive, huge content update. Just a fairly normal, okay update. Yeah, the next big proper one's going to be October and November with the release of the naval update. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah. Maybe we're not going to see that much. Maybe we'll see some very interesting skins being pulled out from a few weeks back. We'll see. And don't forget, we are still expecting a very random extra late pick. The Pirate Boots, of course, for this week. They were in the workshop for 2 years. So what could we potentially see tomorrow? I don't know. But we have to expect potentially the components, Sinotype large box, the berries, neon fridge. Okay. What about Island Assault tier 2? Or Pirate tier... Tire tier 3? Or Black Alligator, hoodie pants? Or, I don't know, Boots of Gloves, Deep Ruby tier 3? Or Boots of Gloves? Or Tiger, Boots of Gloves? You know, loads. Thunder Gold, hoodie and pants? At this time of the year, a year later... You silly person, you, being hopeful. Not allowed. Oh, imagine if they did that, though. My whole money would be gone then. It would be quite epic, yes. Considering that whiteout is currently peaking at new all-time high prices. It is the summer, after all. But yeah, if I go over to here, whiteout collection, I have seen the hoodie go, all the way up to a new all-time high price. It was $19. Yeah, there's 2 stragglers here. It was almost $20 at one point. But yes, you can see it's reaching new all-time highs. So some brand new white hoodie and pants would be appreciated. But Face Punch, They're the ones that make the decision. So that is essentially everything. You could consider watching my Rust Workshop skin checks video to be up to date with the newest submissions. Like I said, that's all we had for collection continuations. That's it. That is it. Right. So you just saw another collection from me just a minute ago. I've lost my tongue. Sorry about this. Homebrew free Twitch drops. Yes, the August 2025 Twitch drops are like all known now. We have 14 brand new skins, and I'll be showcasing them off in a lovely video. To the best of my ability, I'll be showcasing to you the nice intricate details, the interesting glow-in-the-dark pieces and whatnot. You get the idea. So keep an eye out for that. That'll be appearing this Saturday. And honestly, that just appears to be it. So I could probably show you micro522.com. You know, just let's update this. Quick look at all the skins in terms of like what's performing the best at the moment in terms of overall score. So we have the Sinotype components. We have the Trench Warfare hoodie and pants. We have the helipad rug. That's from Mr. Micro over there. Coincidental? Yes. Stump helmet. Aviator jackhammer. And another rug from me. So, yeah, lots of interesting skins. Go to micro522.com and see for yourself. You get the idea. Cool. So that is essentially everything. So now go ahead and skip ahead to the boulders. Okay, 15 seconds to go. Now, chat, I'll repeat this once again. You probably only want to request up to 5 at most for this AK because there's not that many of them and we don't know how far it's going to go. All right. So here we are. How quick will the barders be? Go. It is now time for the abnormal barders. After death, AK-47. Where are you? I want to do a build now. Come on, appear in front of me. Come on. Here we go. And it's immediately got a barter of about $10+. Cool. All right. So there you go. I've only requested free. And oh no. Oh no. Blah, 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 blah. I didn't have my address already prepared. No. Oh. There you go. Well, I probably fumbled that then, didn't I? Yep. Life can be cruel, chat. Life can be cruel. That's why you've always got to be prepared. I didn't do a practice barter beforehand, did I? No, I did not. That's my own problem. That's my own fault. That is my own issue that I'm going to have to carry with the rest of my life. Dang. Right, high quality metal ice pick has not yet appeared. Neon Pies Fridge has appeared. Price suggestion for that one was $1.20 to $1.70. Let's go put down that $1.20 buy order. Let's go do that now. There we go. Got that bartered down. Then we'll go to here with the Stump Box. Stump Box I didn't really care too much about, but yeah, I said, 60 cents probably might be all right. I don't really want to do one, but I'll just go put down like a buy order. There you go, 25 request. Okay, and then we got the high quality metal ice pick. So yeah, I said I'm not really interested in it. I said I was going to go up to about, 70 cents to $1. This guy here, oh my goodness, how much have you requested? Well, I mean, if you want it, go for it, mate. It's yours. Okay, there you go, and there we are. So I think I want to go do a second barter now, so let's hop to it. Let's go over to this place, and here we have time to do the second barter. I can confirm to you that as a barter all the way up to $100 already. Let's go turn on my other extension. So this is the Steam Inventory Helper extension now. I don't like to have it on because it can shift the screen when I try and do a barter. So let's just quickly confirm that as $99. I'm looking at the, the situation here. Got quite a decent amount. I mean, this guy, if you really think there's 100 of these to be bought, you're being silly, all right? You're probably wasting your abnormal barter, your barter support, your Biodra amount, that's what I meant to say there. So, yeah, looking at all of that, there's plenty of barters that have gone around. Do I really want to offer a higher buy order? Again, based on what I'm seeing now, clearly a lot of people are going to keep the price up for a relative amount of time. How low will it eventually go? How many people are going to look at that and say, you know what? I'm just going to sell to it. Because, chat, I kind of want to sell to it. I kind of want to sell to it. There you go. It's just been sold to. Yeah, someone's just listed. Yeah. Someone's just listed theirs and sold it for $100 almost. Yeah. Oh, no, the barter was cancelled. Oh, someone went for it, but then it got removed. Well, there we go. Right then, so let's consider a buy order probably of about $7.50. That's my currency. So here we are. I'll do 7.6, and I'll request free. Maybe I'll regret it. Maybe I won't. Who knows? But that's about $10 at the moment. Yeah. So where am I? I am literally right there. If I could just quickly shift over to dollars. There we go. Oh, I'm literally Am I? Or I might be that one. All right, it might be that one. Okay. Cool. Awesome. So that is what that looks like at the moment. Oh, look, you've got a barter of $118 now. What? Oh, I am tempted. What account do I have it on? We had to trade it over. Oh. Oh, okay. I don't think it's worth that price. How far do you reckon this will go? Will it keep rising up gradually bit by bit, or will it just have a initial amount of hype and just go afterwards? What do you reckon? I've just seen one sell for just over $110. Did that actually? No, he cancelled it. This guy keeps putting down buy orders and cancelling them. Now, I'm not sure if that means he bought it. I don't know, but that keeps happening. And the 62, what was that equal to? So yeah, how long is that going to? Am I being trolled? Quick, someone list yours for a fairly high price, not too high, but fairly high price, and you might end up selling yours. But anyway, $400, and we've already had a discussion today how there's rarer AKs. I've just accidentally flipped my mouse there. Sorry about that. There are rarer AKs on the Steam market right now compared to this, and yet you're going to sit there and try and tell me that's $400. No. No, I do not agree with that. No, no. And look, now someone's trying to list theirs for 118. Right, it's been almost a whole hour, and how's everything shaping up? Well, as you can see, I put this tweet out. I made a point that I've already made a fuss about how Brass Lion, Smolder, and AK Royale, AK-47 skins, it appears there's less of them. And we can't get any more of them because you can't get them in loot boxes. So it does appear that there's less of them compared to the After Death AK-47. I thought, how ridiculous could it be? You know, there's yappings going on about how it's rare. People keep saying, oh, it's beautiful, it's wonderful, it's gold and whatnot. You know, they're really bigging it up. Well, what do you reckon it looks like now? After almost an hour, I can now confirm to you that it now has barters all the way up to about $140, with the lowest listing about $300. What? It's the Neon Dragon Garage store all over again, it looks like. I'm going to have to make a video dedicated to talking about this, and that'll probably come out over the course of the weekend. We shall see. But yeah, I'm prepared. I've got to talk about this. This is ridiculous. But it's the other people out there. I own one of these. I was very, very tempted to sell. But I was like, God, Hedge, you know other people are just going to keep buying it. So I waited. And now here we are. I'm looking at it. It's madness. But I think word's just going to keep going around that this appears to be the rarest AK now. The only banned AK-47. It's not banned, but copyright issue. You get the idea. So, okay. I don't think $5 is going to be reaching that. But then again, if I was one of the fastest, but I wasn't because of my weird issue with the address, which you can't see anyway on YouTube. Yeah, I wasn't the fastest, was I? But you never know. You never know. Fingers crossed. So anyway. Alright. Not everybody is fully well aware of what abnormals are and know that they can sell theirs. But yeah, it looks like someone's just sold theirs right now to the highest buy order. Okay, cool. Interesting. Yep. That's just happened. So, alright, we'll just have to wait it out. So, with this tweet here, I will link that in the description, and you're more than welcome to contribute to it. How high do you reckon it'll reach, or rather, like, where is this going to stabilize at? Where do you reckon, in theory, after about 4 weeks, where will it stabilize at? $100? $50? $20? Not everybody is fully well aware of how abnormals work. Not everybody who owns the skin is aware that they could sell theirs right now for potentially a quite high price. They bought it for $3. They could sell it for more than 100 right now. I know it's tempting. But what happens next? We'll just have to wait and see, alright? So yeah, feel free to go to this tweet. It's linked in the description. Scroll down, you'll see it yourself. And feel free to contribute. So yeah. Just have to leave it and wait and see. So moving on, here we have the Sinotype Meds large box. And I can confirm to you with the buy orders, it is looking pretty good. Based on what we saw last week, it's pretty much the same thing. If you had money to spend, yeah, go ahead. Buy a few of those if you really want to. Just be aware. With the way the ammo has behaved, bit a bit awkward, bit a bit... And I do believe this is going to match up to the ammo large box sales. Okay, fair enough. If you had to spend, go for it. If you just want to stick with a barter, I don't blame you. I'm happy to just keep my my $2.20 barter here. I'm fine with that. I'm pretty sure around October time, these will probably get a fair bit cheaper, and I'll probably pick some up. Get them 30 cents cheaper. I'm fine. I'm good. I'm happy with that. So, okay. I don't feel like I want to buy more. But again, if you want to go ahead and buy some, I'm not going to stop you. It does look like it's going to retain its value for the foreseeable future. But this has already got listings at $2.83. Uh-oh. It's beginning. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Now, Popstar Garage Door. I've had a few people turn up and say, what do you reckon, Hedge? What do you think? Well, I already talked about this earlier. I'm still under the impression it's going to drop off probably around to about $2.50, maybe a fair bit more around October time. But that's some decent support. If you're thinking long term, will this work out quite nicely? Well, that is my expectation. I'm expecting more Popstar anime, deplorables to be made and whatnot. The more the merrier. What do you reckon? Well, if you feel confident, offer more. If you're feeling really confident, yeah, go jump in, buy some. But I will sit here and say, it's already got a $3.48 listing. If you were to sell yours, so if you bought it for $3 and then listed yours at $3, it'll be $3.45 in the Steam market. Someone is getting a little bit worried there, aren't they? Yeah, that's not exactly looking very good, is it? It did do 26,000 subscribers. That could be quite a lot in circulation. So personally, maybe you're better off with a lower price barter. Yeah. Right. High quality metal Icepick. That has some good buy orders. Yeah, one guy just jumped in and just put down a big fat buy order. This is a $2 skin. I don't think this guy knows what he's. I don't think he knows what he's doing. Hey, you can do that if you want to, but I think he'll probably be removing his barter after a while. It wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me. So, still, what would I say? I still think he's going to disappear. I think you're just better off offering $1. Maybe a little bit more if you want to be a little bit more confident with it. That's fine. That's fine. But yeah, I'm still a bit, yeah. Neon Pies Ridge, $3.50 right there. Barter's gone all the way up to about $2. This is essentially what we saw the previous fridges. So if you feel reasonably confident with that, by all means you could go buy a few. But I still think, as we, after we get like the full set, I think they're all going to slowly start to go down in price. But I could see them retaining a pretty decent amount of their price over the course of the next couple months or so. January time, I would love to see them rebound and go up in price. It's just, do you really need a full collection of fridges? And there will be more fridges, that's fully expected. Which do you prefer? Pie, veggies, meat, berries? Well, we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, I still am not 100% convinced, but with each new fridge being accepted, the previous one keeps bouncing up. So, will we see berries tomorrow? We quite literally need that to happen if you want to see a nice profit happen. So, cool. And then we have the Stump Box. Same guy. 200 at $1.58. I mean, if you want to, mate, you're more than welcome to do so. But I don't think it's worth that price. Hey, we'll see. But it hasn't really sold that much. Maybe it does a pretty good job retaining its price and just ends up staying in the positive. I just wouldn't imagine there wouldn't be that many sales every day. We'll see. So yeah, that's essentially everything. So little by little, bit by bit, you're probably going to slowly see more and more barters appear here. But I did warn everybody, don't request too much. Yes, some people did request too much. I think they're wasting their barter amount right there. If you don't know what barter amount is, here I'll quickly explain to you. Every single barter that you do, right? Every single barter that you do does add up. So I've got tons of barters here, 604 individual different barters, but every single one of them does add up to about $20,000. Yeah. So if you put down a buy order and you request a ridiculous amount of something that probably won't sell that much and you offered way too low or something like that, well, it does add up. And you might be wasting a decent amount of money you could work with, that you could offer. So every now and then, sometimes I have to remove some barters because it's just pointless. It's just wasting space. But you have to kind of keep some random things from long ago because you never know if you might pick some up or something. So yeah, it's a bit all over the place, but yeah, I'm sure you get the idea. Cool. Right then, so that is a wrap. That is basically everything. Tomorrow, be prepared. We have seen early rush doors recently, all right? Even after force wipes. But tomorrow's not the force wipe. It's the week after. What skins do you reckon are going to be accepted? Feel free to comment below. I'm not sure if we'll see like the airplane or pilot theme skins being accepted right about now, but it's up to Face Punch. There's some pretty cool designs out there, lots of interesting designs, but not that many collection continuations. So I'm very much under the impression it's going to be a lot of skins that are submitted like the week before and the week before that, and then of course what will be the extra late pick. We'll see. All right then. So that is essentially everything. I'm fine with that. The AK is going to be really interesting to keep track of. Is it just going to keep on climbing, or is it eventually going to slow down, or is it just going to fall? We'll see. But that is a very, very weird thing that happened, but it's a very, very interesting thing to keep track of. Right then, so that's it. That's a wrap. Thank you very much for watching me. I greatly appreciate it. Let's see what skins get accepted tomorrow. And don't forget, I will be streaming tomorrow, showcasing all those brand new, lovely looking skins. And we can yap about that a little bit more. If you have more questions, if you have more problems to address, feel free to comment. You can comment below, and you can message me tomorrow on my stream, and we can talk about that a bit more. Because I do want to talk about that in a dedicated video. Where are you going to end up at? Is it justified? Is its price justified? What are your thoughts? Feel free to comment below. And that's it. So, thank you very much for watching me. I greatly appreciate it. See you all tomorrow. Catch you later. Say goodbye.